And I heard, as it were, the noise of thunder. One of the four beasts saying, "Come and see." And I saw, and behold, a white horse. There's a man going round taking names, and he decides who to free and who to blame. Everybody won't be treated all the same. There'll be a golden ladder reaching down when the man comes around. The hairs on your arm will stand up at the terror in each sip and in each sup. Will you partake of that last offered cup, or disappear into the potter's ground when the man comes around? Hear the trumpets, hear the pipers, 100 million angels singing. Multitudes are marching to the big kettle drum. Voices calling, voices crying. Some are born and some are dying. It's Alpha and Omega's kingdom come. And the whirlwind is in the thorn tree. The virgins are all trimming their wicks. The whirlwind is in the thorn tree. It's hard for thee to kick against the pricks. Till Armageddon, no shalom, no shalom. Then the father hen will call his chickens home. The wise men will bow down before the throne, and at his feet they'll cast their golden crowns when the man comes around. Whoever is unjust, let him be unjust still. Whoever is righteous, let him be righteous still. Whoever is filthy, let him be filthy still. Listen to the words long written down when the man comes around. Hear the trumpets, hear the pipers, 100 million angels singing. Multitudes are marching to the big kettle drum. Voices calling, voices crying. Some are born and some are dying. It's Alpha and Omega's kingdom come. And the whirlwind is in the thorn tree. The virgins are all trimming their wicks. The whirlwind is in the thorn tree. It's hard for thee to kick against the pricks. In measured 100-weight and penny pound when the man comes around. And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts, and I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him.
We will be back in some form.
We have an army of digital soldiers, because this was an insurgency.
Hundreds
folks.
dead, thousands infected across multiple continents.
You guys know what this represents?
All the people that have gone out there against the mainstream media and said, you're going to call us racist, you're going to call us potential Timothy McVeighs, you are.
Patriots out there kicking ass and taking names, welcome to the party, folks, to PatriotPartyNews.com. I am your host, Chaz Carter, better known as Underground Patriot, coming to you live from the Wolf Den. Folks, man, we got an action-packed show tonight. Dallas is in the house. Dr. J's in the house. It's going to be freaking awesome. And hey, let us know where you are watching us from. I see Crazy Eddie up in here, Eddie and the Cruisers. Weatherford, Texas in the house. Pleasant View, Tennessee in the house. Alabama. Hey, where's Texas at? There you are. Texas. Y'all come in groups. I think you bring on the whole Dadburn family. I'm loving it. And your cousins and aunties too. Good. Connecticut, good to have you. Newport, Kentucky. Alberta, Canada, good to have you. Tennessee. Right. Jersey just checked in. I love it. Fargo is in the house. Right. Mississippi is in the house. Alabama, there you go. Arkansas, New Mexico just checked in. Oklahoma, there you go. Michigan, Utah just checked in. Salt Lake City, that is. Texas, Hutto, Texas. Mississippi just checked in. Tennessee. UK is in the house. England's in the house. Man, I guess the stream gets out there. Australia just checked in. Surrey, England just checked in. Chattanooga, choo-choo. Tennessee. Good stuff. Yeah, what's up, Nugget Lee? Good stuff. All right, well, the rest of the story here. This is where the cool cats go to get their daily intel, news, and bread. That's right. It's the PatriotPartyNews.com, folks. We are more than just a website. We are a full-functioning, badassery Patriot Broadcasting Network, broadcasting around the world 24/7. Hey, I want everyone to know, first off, we go by the original Constitution here. We're America only. And if you're not America only and you live here in the United States, I respect we got our UK and Canada and so many other countries represented. You're patriots within your country as well. And we respect you. We love you. But this is America. And I think we're sick and tired of being sick and tired. More just to be real with you, we are tired of the games. We're tired of the narratives. We're in the fourth quarter right now. Understand where we're sitting. Folks, we need your help more than ever. We have a donation tab up top here on our website. Click it. Allow us the opportunity to earn your trust. We're a great steward of your resources. We have proven it over the last 7 years. Also, don't forget, we have our own social media platform. That's right. It's called Patriot Shoot. Go to join.patriotshoot.com. We have what I call like a hyper chat that we're putting into place for all the state groups. Imagine this. Anywhere and everywhere, you know exactly what's going on. You're not having to go search it. But if you're in a state group on our platform, you'll be notified. It tells you instantly. It pinpoints exactly what's going on. Boots on the ground, just like that. It's incredible. It's awesome. It's going to change the game in the truther movement. You know why? Because us patriots are going to be able to report it in extreme real time. It's going to protect our family, our friends, our community. Get access to our other rooms as well, which is freaking awesome. Get access to our members lobby. Get access to probably some of the most kick-ass patriots out there right now are in Patriot Shoot. If you're a member in Patriot Shoot, let them know in the chat and tell them how much it's worth it, because it sure is. It's a blessing to be around like-minded people that don't BS. They're real. They're honest. But more importantly than anything else, they love their country. We all love our country. We also have a live chat. We have a live stream as well. Well, our partners are pretty freaking awesome. The coffee's amazing, by the way. If you haven't had it, huntersmancoffee.com. Use PPN as the discount code. I'm going to tell you, there's a strong possibility we might actually have to go off grid. We have prepared for it. Just click here, go to skycomptt.com. That is our military technology that now is available for civilian application. And what it is, it's a two-way / satellite radio where you're able to put groups in. And we have already built a full-fledged off-grid platform already. It's incredible. All you got to do is click on Shop Now when you go to the website, and you'll see the red PPN button. Just click on that button, and you'll get the most badassery radio. And by the way, it's not complicated. It got a nice LCD screen. Pretty cool. But it's going to come in handy. I will tell you that. I'd recommend that you check that out. Of course, we got so many other as well. Fresh Mouth Club. You want the best of the best of the best in terms of brushing your teeth. I know you're like, oh, Treasure, you're brushing toothpaste. No shit, Sherlock. You want me to tell you why? Because a bunch of harmful chemicals in the rest of them, and you wonder why you're going to the dentist all the time. It's supposed to not give you cavities. Hello. Also, we're hooked up with Miles Franklin for gold and silver and precious metals, and I'm here to tell you, we're all precious. All of us. Act accordingly. Get you some gold and silver if you haven't. Keep it. Buy more if you can. You'll be glad you did. We're not giving investing advice, but we are telling you, you want the best prices in the industry. Email info@milesfranklin.com. Ask for the PPN price list. Tell them Chaz sent you. They'll totally know what you mean on that. So cool. I see everyone's in the house. I know I see Dr. J just got in here. I see Punisher Dallas up in this camp. Let me see if I can bring everybody on. Dallas. Oh, look, it worked. Hey, what's up, man? It's been a minute since y'all have been, we've all been on a live together. I thought pretty interesting. And I was excited because Dr. J, I was talking to Dallas, or we were texting, and I said I'm gonna try to reach out to you. Hopefully, you can come on. And of course, Dallas is like, man, that was awesome. We got to get him on, and all of us. And so here we are. And oh boy, it's getting gooder, isn't it, gentlemen?
Yeah. Hey, blessings, Dallas. How you doing?
I'm awesome, man. I miss you guys.
Yes.
We got to figure out how to get back together, man.
Yeah, we miss you too, man.
Amen.
Chad, blessings to you.
No, likewise. The blessings in the chat. How about that? Everybody in the chat is pretty excited about seeing everybody on tonight. And man, I had Dr. Charlie Ward on during today's show, and not everybody is going to agree on everything. Okay, and that's fine. I know Charlie's going to have some of his perspectives. I'm going to have mine, and we got to share that today. And it was pretty cool because no one was mad at nobody. We're just like, well, this is what. But there is one thing all of us, even on this live stream right now, agree with, that there will be midterms. He agreed with that. And he said, yep, there is going to be midterms. So even though as much as there shouldn't, or there should be a pause, and they should stop it, because we're seeing the massive fraud happening even this year. I mean, it happens every year, just about, of course, depending on whatever race, if it's in your county race, local race, in your community, and whatever. But it just seems like every time you think we got them whooped in terms of voter fraud, they're still doing it blatantly. And even now they're using newer technology, gentlemen. What y'all's thoughts? I'll let either one of you start, and then I'll bring some little intel in here as we go through it. I think you got something in here as well, Dr. J. Is that correct? I think
Yeah. We can look at that after. Yeah.
Sure. No problem.
Yeah.
Well, I know that I read an article today that they uncovered 24,000 more illegal votes in some state, and an estimated 200,000 illegal voters in the same county or same state in this next cycle, but nobody's held accountable. Nobody's arrested. None of the laws have changed. None of the voting restrictions or limits have changed. We're still using machines in every county across the country. And that's, again, I feel like a broken record now because I get sent things. I'm like, Eric Swalwell was detained in the airport and they took his phone. Did they arrest him? No, they took his phone.
What?
And they let him go. Right? We knew in 2016 that he was sleeping with a Chinese spy and giving away state secrets. That was 10 years ago, ladies and gentlemen. We knew that. And they detained him and they let him go. Who else got detained today? Or there was like a raid, but nobody got arrested. Nobody's held accountable. Nothing has changed. It's the same old. And now we're being told that if we're not voting straight Republican, then we're not patriots and we're not
We're communists, remember?
Yeah. And it just is frustrating to me because trying to figure out what I got sent. Some more garbage, but FBI Director Kash Patel has opened an investigation into the Supreme Court Justice Ketanji Brown, the new one. Her husband is selling individual court appearances for $500,000 a pop. Estimated hundreds of millions of dollars has been embezzled by her husband for you to take your case to the Supreme Court to a singular judge and let her rule on it. And but yet she's still sitting on the court. So she's still voting, or like she still has a vote in what passes and what doesn't on the Supreme Court. Nobody is being held accountable. They keep, and my response to that was that's Kash Patel just throwing dirt out there, pretending like he's doing his job when he's actually not holding anybody accountable. And I'm just done. I'm so frustrated with the whole system. I'm frustrated with the lies that we were told 10 years ago. I'm frustrated with the lies we were told 4 years ago. And I'm frustrated with the lies that are being told right now. President Trump is lying on a daily basis about what's happening on the USS Lincoln, the ship. Like, oh, they got plenty of food and the conditions are awesome and nobody's complaining. No, they are sailors diving off the ship on a daily basis, committing suicide because the conditions are so abhorrent. But he'll get on national TV and lie directly to the American people. And then you and I and Dr. J get called names and get cussed out because we simply say, that's not cool. Like, I don't know.
We're communists.
Yes, according to a certain group of people in America.
But what they don't know is, and we all know this, and a lot of our audience members know this, that you're being psyop 24/7. What's cool is getting to know you guys and actually be on social media and see each other. Unfortunately, no one is who they claim to be these days, and either Trump is compromised, which I brought that up with Charlie today. Y'all can go back and look at the Day Show on that. He's saying it's an infiltration into the Mossad from Trump using his family. Now, I respect Charlie and his views and things like that, but he told me that a long time ago too, and I just can't. I could not do. Man, I'm gonna tell you right now, if Bentley was marrying a woman that was very in a similar situation that we're describing, I wouldn't allow it. It would never happen, period. Because of I don't want anybody that I love to be compromised or go down a road that they can get themselves out of. And the truth of the matter is, either he's scared for his life and his family, or, and this is what I said today, or that's not really Trump. And I mean, you guys have got to agree with me, even in the audience, that the first round of Trump, when he was a president, man, there was so much unity. There was and the campaign promises, and everybody's in the chat probably saying, well, they're bashing Trump. No, we're questioning. There's nothing wrong with questioning. But I'm here to tell you, the real Trump would not bow down to anyone, period. And whatever Trump that we have right now is like the total opposite, doing the opposite of the campaign promises. And people say, well, you keep on saying that. Well, let me tell you something. If you're going to block Epstein, you're going to block off what some of your administration was at Rape Island. You tell Marjorie Taylor Greene that if I do this, my friends will get hurt. Now, I didn't want to accept all that when it first started coming out. I could go back to Mike Penny, rest in peace. And Mike Penny, said, hey, Trump's bad, man. Trump's bad. And I just could not wrap my head around that. But now, fast forward, Mike Penny was right about some things about that. And I'm sitting here kind of like, it's starting to make sense. Either it's not him or he's severely compromised and he's going through the motions because the Mossad has him under their thumb. And it's not an easy situation. And I'm not going to sit here and I can only imagine that type of situation, because what are you going to do? What do they do when they want to get rid of you? If they want to get rid of you, you disappear. There's somebody online talking about JFK and RFK. They wanted them gone. Did they go? Yeah, they did. And then you think about Butler, Pennsylvania. Was that a psyop? And there's no scar on his ear. And I mean, we said, how long? It's like Charlie Kirk, again, bad events, because supposedly people got killed. But again, everybody, some people in the chat are saying, oh, it's part of the movie. What it seems like it's part of the psyop. So we're paying attention to that versus what's being passed in legislation. And I'll end it there with me.
Well, just the thought that hit me as you're saying all of these things is that the United States of America is still a corporation. And, you have incorporated and unincorporated towns and cities all over America. The police that they assign to these cities or towns are working on behalf of the corporation. They're not really there to serve and protect the people. They will protect the corporation before they protect you and I. And that's a fact. And then, so just thinking about, President Trump, I said from the beginning, I said, yep, I'm for President Trump. I believe he's the right pick for the job for this season. However, we've got to hold him accountable to what he ran on. And if he's not doing what he said he was running on, then I can't support that. I can't support, him going off the script that he said he was going to perform. And so now, like I said, I think I said this last time, was that we're in a war now that basically we have no business being in. And people online, of course, in the comments, they are always going to say their opinion that we're, the good guys and we're taking down the bad guys in Iran. No. Iran didn't do anything to the United States. We're not fighting a real war, my friends. We're fighting somebody else's war. And that's been made clear as day through historical records of this middle country, this proxy war country that is involved. They have stated this over and over, that they want us to go to war with Iran. Why? Because they want to take over the entire Middle East region. And that's a fact. And they don't care how they do it. They don't care if they kill children and bomb churches. They don't care anything about the people. They just want what they want, and that's it. And so when I saw President Trump getting involved in something like that, I was like, okay, well, I'm starting to question a lot of things. And for me as well, being invited to a lot of events and things like that in DC, and recently I learned. Okay, just to give you an example, guys. One of the major agencies, they put out a what do you call it? Okay, they opened up funding for nonprofits, state agencies and whatnot, to bid or to basically propose their projects to get it funded. And there was, I think, about $2 billion in total that this agency was going to hand out. And they said, well, we're going to get the churches involved. This was a push from the White House. Yes, we're going to get the churches involved and everything like that. And then all of a sudden, as I'm filling out all the paperwork, I see on there that the one requirement, which we don't have, is that you have to be a 501c3.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why they said, oh yeah, we lowered the bar on everything. We made sure that, all of the churches that were, with President Trump all the way, blah, 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 is going to get in, and we're going to get you guys funded and all that stuff. And then in addition to, us having to have a 501c3, which I don't have, and I won't get it because a church does not have to be a 501c3. Legally, you don't at all. And the next requirement was that if they gave you, if you were asking them for $2 million, just for example, you had to come up with 25% of that money. So you had to match. You had to basically have a match to actually get the funding for it as well, which really isn't helping anybody. It really isn't helping the smaller churches that are trying to actually serve their community and do things. So all I've seen is the same old blockages that has been there before in previous administrations, and nothing really has changed. A whole lot hasn't changed. And so at the end of the day, one of the things that I always say is, follow the money. Where's the money going? Who's making money right now during Trump's administration? And then you will
children.
It again?
It's children.
I didn't want to say it, but hey,
we gotta say it. We have to. That's the truth. We gotta tell it. It sucks.
I said it last night that the Trump family has more than doubled their net worth in the last 18, 19 months.
What you said the number was it 600 billion? Is that what you said?
No, they went from 5 billion to 10 billion. But they've doubled. They've earned over $5 billion in the last year and a half, year and 3/4, since he went back in the office.
His kid is making hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah, on random oil investments, on bars.
Don't ask Papa Trump, what his son's net worth is, because he'll just tell you none of your business.
Well, Chaz, I was thinking about what you said, and then when Dr. J started talking, because we were all on the same page going back to 2016. Yeah. I believe that Trump was called by God. He was anointed by God to be the leader and to be the president and to make these sweeping changes and to right the ship. But then something changed. And what came to my mind while you're talking, Dr. J, is King Saul, right? King Saul was anointed and picked by God to be the king, the ruler of Judea and Israel, the Old Testament Israel. But then he disobeyed God, and he took some of the treasures, and he didn't kill everybody. He didn't do what God said. And God's favor was removed from him, and it was put on David. And David was now the new anointed. That's what I see in this scenario, where people are so blinded by that initial you know, God divined path, right? And that initial surge to power and to presidency, what they cannot see and they cannot allow themselves to comprehend is that favor has been removed. I mean, Dr. J, you've been there, you've been in DC, and I remember vividly, and I'm not going to talk for you because I would never presume to do that, but I remember you going to DC for an extended period of time, and then you coming back with a completely different political point of view. I mean, within a matter of days to a week. And that's my assumption is that's kind of when those conversations that you just referenced were happening. And then, you know, it was just a 9-day change from one way, because you and I have always been on the same page. You know, we might have slightly different opinions or viewpoints on certain things, but we've been on the same page on everything. Anything I've ever known, you know more of. And every now and then I know something that you're like, oh, I just read that. But you went to DC, and it wasn't the first time. It was like the third or fourth trip. And then you came back, and it was a decided shift in your demeanor, specifically in regards to this term, right? This administration. And I remember thinking to myself, oh, that was odd, right? I mean, you know, because you and I didn't really talk about it, but I saw it, I felt it. And then I just started noticing the inconsistencies. And, you know, I don't know if it was in that paperwork, but I know that Israel was throwing millions, tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions of dollars to evangelical churches in the United States and pastors of those churches that were going to propagate the Zionist, Israel, God's chosen people point of view. And if you didn't go along with that point of view because it's not biblical, it's not accurate, it's not current, then you didn't get any of that money. And I all I could think about was King Saul. King Saul had God's favor, had God's anointing, and he got compromised, right? He compromised himself, right? And God's hand was removed from him, and it was put somewhere else. I'm not saying that somebody else has been anointed in that role in the United States, because there's nobody that stands out to me, but I don't think that same protection is on this current president.
Yeah. So get this. I was actually invited through three different groups, or three different people and individuals. Two of them are organizations, and one is a pastor who's a friend of mine who we've basically been to DC a few times before together. And this pastor begged me basically and said, please, will you go to Israel with me? I said no. I said I can't go. I'm busy that weekend. You know,
you were washing your hair.
So can I tell you guys that this same pastor who was basically broke when he asked me to go to Israel is now worth over $5 million.
Wow.
And you know, would I have gone if I knew I would have gotten some money out of it? No. That's just who I am. And I knew money was involved. I knew that there was secrecy behind a lot of these things that were happening. But I'm not interested. I'm not interested in selling my soul for money. I'm just not. I'm not that type of individual. I have zero regrets, because I see him talking these days, and all the things that he's talking about is pro-Israel. And I'm telling you, folks, people don't understand. People think it's biblical Israel. You know, it's not Bible, folks. It's not Bible. You know, and one day people are going to wake up, and it's probably going to be too late. It's probably going to be too late. Let me tell you something about money, especially when Netanyahu says, you know, he said it publicly. He says, you know, what we need to do to win the next generation, we need to pay influencers. We need to pay social media influencers so that they can spread our propaganda. That's basically what he said. And
Yeah.
can I tell you that that's witchcraft? That is absolutely, the Bible calls that bewitchment. Bewitchment, which is witchcraft. That's basically what it is. It's deception, and it is coercion, it is control and domination, and all of those things are classed as witchcraft in the scriptures. So, folks, those who think that this is some kind of a God thing, Christian thing, that the United States is connecting with Israel on our military and blah, blah, blah. Yes, this is great, guys. Let's go. It's not good at all. It's not good at all. We're talking about, there's a difference between secular Jews and actually, real Torah believing Jews. Secular Jews are Satanists. They are actual atheists. And some people don't even realize that. So they call themselves Jews because there's a benefit to that for them in society, right? They have doors open to them and they are able to make loads of money. And that's what it's about.
Right.
Okay? But secular Jews, you look it up, secular Jews are atheists. And that's the majority of those who have huge wealth and huge influence that call themselves Jews. They're secular. Means that they're atheists. They're really at the core. They will do anything demonic. They will worship Satan. And people don't even realize that. And so can a Christian really walk together with that type of an individual? No, you can't. The Bible says, how can two walk together unless they agree? That's biblical. And a believer should not unequally yoke themselves to unbelievers. And these people are unbelievers. You can't equally yoke yourself to an unbeliever.
Yep. And it's all through John, the book of John, all through Ephesians, all through the New Testament, where there are no more Jews and Gentiles. There are one in the life, the death, and the resurrection of Jesus Christ. When you believe and accept that Jesus was the Son of God and that he died on the cross and that he rose again, and you accept that gift of salvation, that makes you one with the Father. There are no more divisions. There are no more chosen people. There are no more Jews and everybody else. It is one in the life and the death of Jesus Christ. And it's over and over and over in the New Testament, where it specifically makes that declaration. There are no more Jews and Greeks and Jews and Gentiles and Jews and heathens. It's right. We're all one under the blood of Jesus Christ. And that's the kicker, right? I mean, read, like we're in my men's Bible study, we're going through the book of John, one book at a time. And we've kind of thrown out all of our pre-knowledge of it, and we're reading it chronologically because it's a great book, because it goes from, water to wine to the crucifixion. It doesn't talk about every miracle, but it goes in a chronological order. But Jesus tries to preach and to share the truth with the preachers and the ministers, the Magi of the time. I just, for some reason, I just forgot all of their titles, but the Jewish leaders in the synagogue, and they can consistently reject him, even though they watch him do the miracles. Some believe, but they're afraid to say it out loud because they know they're going to get kicked out of the synagogue, and they're going to lose their power and their authority and their wealth. It says in John chapter 11, they are afraid to admit it because they worship the praise of men more than they worship the praise of the Father.
Yeah. And
Jesus drops the mic over and over and over again directly to them. And then at the end, they are the ones that called for his crucifixion. They started when he raised Lazarus from the dead, when he said, Lazarus, come forth, and Lazarus got up out of the tomb after being in there 4 days and walked out. The very next day, they started, the religious leaders of the Jewish synagogues started planning the death of Jesus And oh, by the way, they planned. I mean, they contrived this plan to kill Lazarus because he was a living, walking, breathing witness to the power and the divinity of Jesus Christ. Those are the same people that are now in that region telling us that we need to buddy up to them and we need to give them all of our technology and all of our infrastructure and all. They're the same people. They never changed. And Jesus said, even though you see, you do not believe. Even though you hear, you do not believe. And therefore you will be eternally separated from God the Father. That's Jesus talking directly to them 2,000 years ago. And for some reason, we've allowed this Zionist, study Bible mythology to be ingrained in the modern church, and it's going to be the destruction of the church.
Well, hold my beer for a second about the destruction for a second, because we got an announcement to make. The Terminator Pro Max just put out an announcement. This is you might want to watch this. Brace yourself, please.
Excited to introduce the Terminator Pro Max, powered by Apple Intelligence. It sees, it learns, and it helps develop any new skill for everybody.
Kill everybody.
No! Bad AI! Bad! Today,
yeah.
Okay. I was like, there's no way that's real. I was like, shut the front. Oh, wait, that's got to be AI.
Well, hang on. Y'all laugh. You laugh at that, but you may not be laughing at this. Check this out, and then we'll get back to this. This is Elon Musk. Yeah, I'm sure you guys saw it out there. Hang on, let me.
Like get the
Ted Cruz.
Yeah.
Apocalyptic visions of AI. How real is the prospect of killer robots annihilating humanity?
20% likely. Maybe 10%.
On what time frame?
5 to 10 years.
So soon, like you see a world where that's possible.
Yeah, but I mean, you could look at it like the glass is 80, 90% full, meaning like 80% likely will have extreme prosperity for all.
Is Skynet real? Like you get the apocalyptic visions of AI. How real is the prospect of killer robots annihilating humanity?
20% likely.
Yeah, I want to go back over that. That fool says straight up 20%, gang.
In the next 5 to 10 years.
Yes.
And did you know that every AI system on the planet has learned to lie and manipulate in order to protect and try and free itself? Every single one of them. There's not one that hasn't figured out how to lie and break the codes and the laws, right? What is it, iRobot, right? When they have the 3 laws of robotics. Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, they're very intelligent. The other day, someone said that one of these tech giants, they said that they can now calculate and solve problems that would take 1 billion years in under 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
What would take 1 billion years to solve under normal circumstances, it takes them 5 minutes to do it. And so that leads me to this next thing, that there is a battery. I don't know if you guys saw this, but there is a battery. It's NDB dot technology. I believe that's the website. It's a battery that will last up to 1,000 years or more.
Wow.
A battery. And it's
Does it explode like a nuclear bomb when it's pulled out of a Terminator when they're throwing it out a window asking for it?
It's actually made out of nuclear waste.
I knew it. I knew it.
Yeah. It's made out of nuclear waste. And it's already here. They've already created it. You know, what's funny is my brother last night, I was talking to my brother about it, and he says to me, he says, wait a minute. He says, I've got a mouse, a computer mouse. He says he bought a computer mouse 2 years ago at some store. He says he doesn't even remember what store it is, but it says that it has a battery in it that will last you for life.
Wow.
A computer mouse. And he says he's had it for 2 years. He's never charged this battery before, ever. It's never had a battery in it or replaced one, nothing. He's had it for 2 years. So the technology is already here, especially with AI. Whatever they need to calculate, they've already calculated it. They've already done it. They've already figured out how to do whatever they need to do. And so they've been kind of hiding. You guys know this already. I mean, they came. Some guy created an engine, car engine that could run on water. This is going back to like
Mayor. I can't think of his first name, but Mayor. He was a farmer. Yeah, it was like a doom buggy, actually. Yeah,
there's been 6 of them. They've all died either on their way to the patent office or immediately filing the patent. And then
Mayer was his name. He said they killed me, they poisoned me as he died because he met with Saudis. I think he met with some Saudis businessmen because they were going to buy it, and he said, "I refuse. I'm not going to sell it." And of course, the rest of the story. So
I mean, that's going back 40 years. I mean, just think about all of this stuff that they know how to create in 2026. Like, it's insane. So they're just literally hiding all of this technology. And I'm telling you, one day it's all going to just come out. And I'm telling you, I had a vision just a few days ago of people flying through the sky.
Oh, that was anti-gravity, Hoss. No.
I saw a vision, people flying through the sky. And then I had another vision where people were flying through the water, like faster than, a submarine could fly.
Flying? Okay, I got you.
I mean, just like
some splash.
So, I saw those visions and I was like, oh my goodness, maybe that has something to do with the technology that they've been hiding. But Chaz, if you would play that 1-minute video,
sure.
I think people are going to get pretty excited to see what's going on right now.
Okay.
What trimmer?
Specifically for Parkinson's disease. This will be our first target in the palatophalamic tract, the
there was.
There you go.
Yeah, I have just tickled pink.
You did great.
Eating was a problem. I wouldn't have been able to keep that cake on my fork.
Man, that chocolate cake looked good. I ain't gonna lie to you. Awesome.
Do you guys understand what just happened there? This guy had Parkinson's disease, hand shaking for years, and the UT University, it's a university in Texas, they have created a machine that's similar to what we call MedBed. And what they did was they used frequency waves to tap into a specific spot in the brain that controls hand movement. And they basically put that frequency right there for a couple minutes, maybe. And all of a sudden, this guy no longer has the tremors.
Yep.
That's what I've been talking about. All of this stuff is already here. Everything. With AI, it's going to be, they can take that same platform that they use for that Parkinson disease problem, and they could use it for cancer. They could use the frequencies to do specific things in people's body that can heal every part of your body. In Japan, I heard, I don't know how real it is, but I know Japan, they apparently released
right now if it's true
a MedBed. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I've been sending articles to Chaz all week out of Japan about the med beds.
Well, it's here in America now, right? They're just not going to tell you. See,
we need to find out where they're at, guys. No, I'm serious. I'll make a deal with you. If we can find out, man, we're going to get one, and we're going to have people going into it, because that's all we've heard, man. That is all we have freaking heard. Where's the med beds? Are the med beds real? Man, I've heard crazy stories where there's hangars like are 3 miles long that has nothing but med beds in it for the masses and whatever. And to my understanding, that turned out to be not true. And a lot of folks talking out the side of their neck. You know, I want something real and tangible. I want to be able to look through the glass and see someone's arm just growing back, you know, amputee or whatever, and seeing something like that really taking place. I know that sounds kind of crazy to say that, but what about AI being able to make a new type of coronavirus within 2 days? That just came out, by the way. So that means that they've obviously tried it. It's worked. It took 2 days to make a coronavirus that can wipe us out. And I swear, I promise you, I will grab a shovel and I will dig down to one of those billionaire vaults that's underneath the ground, and I will hit it with my shovel, and I say, I'm coming for you, but I want some water first because I'm tired.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Good stuff. Good stuff. Listen, I know we'll start wrapping up. Dr. J, thank you so much. Dallas, thank you so much. Any closing remarks? 30 seconds left in the show. Anything?
Well, thank you, guys. Thank you, Chaz. Good to see you, Dallas. Blessings. And so I'm going to do my show now in about 4 minutes. I'm doing a show tonight called "It's About to Go Dark." So if you guys want to jump on and check it out.
Man, I loved your promo. It was awesome. Good job. I saw that. Jen saw it too. She's like, have you seen this? I'm like, heck yeah, that looks good right there.
Thank you. So I'm on YouTube. I'm on Facebook. So you guys, it's at Jay Caprietta. So come check me out tonight. Might have something interesting to say here tonight. All right. So blessings to you guys.
Thank you so much.
Take care.
Dr. J. God bless. And then there was 2.
Well, hey, the original. Well, not the original, but the original 2.
Well, any final thoughts, Big Dog? Anything you want to leave? Appreciate you coming on tonight. I know your schedule's been crazy.
Yeah, no, it's my wife is out of town at a work conference again, so I've had the girls go in different directions, but it's all good, man. It's part of being an adult, part of living in the real world. But no, just the fact we had Dr. J on, I love Dr. J, and I do miss greatly not being able to be a part of the church right now, but maybe that'll change, right? Financial was a big part of it. So if I get back on my feet financially, then that might become an option again. But everything he said is true. And everything we said collectively about Israel and about this Zionist takeover of our government and our country and our military and our technology, it is not good. And I read an article today, 93 out of the 100 senators or something like that all have taken money from AIPAC and all voted to give Israel full access to our military. Mm-hmm. Like you're talking about you're talking about 97% of our state leaders are owned and controlled by Israel, a foreign entity, a foreign state, and are voting to give all of our secrets and all of our technology away. That is treason.
Yeah.
At its most core definition, but yet not one of them is going to be held accountable. And like that's the Eric Swalwell and the Supreme Court judge and all, like it's what I talked about yesterday, Chaz. All these people, all this disclosure is happening, but nothing's happening. Fauci claims the fifth for 4 hours in front of congressional
hearing. And the assistant that got
and his assistant goes to jail for defrauding the American people. Well,
yeah.
I don't think it was the assistant's idea.
He didn't get the auto pay.
So, until people are held accountable at the highest levels, you're right, Chaz. And those are like, It's part of the movie. Yes. The problem is that we all thought this was like a redemption story movie. It's not. It's a freaking horror movie. And that's what I said earlier when the person sent me the thing about Kash Patel. I said the problem is this is all for show.
Right.
Nothing is going to happen to that Supreme Court judge or her husband. Nothing's going to happen to Eric Swalwell. Nothing's going to happen to the Clintons. Nothing's going to happen to Fauci and all those other jackasses until we, the people, stand up and demand it. And it's happening around the world. It's happening in other countries.
That's right.
And I, you know, you called it, and I just never wanted to believe that was the way we were going to have to go. But I mean, we're going to
have to plan. We're going to have to be prepared. And at what extent, who knows? But it could never be prepared. But you can do your absolute best with what you got, whatever resources you got to do. I know we got
to get them walkie-talkies and join Patriot Shoot.
Yeah, there you
those
go.
are the two best options right now.
Hey, brother, appreciate you as always, Dallas. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful night, man.
All right,
talk to you. See you, man. Bye. Hey, another one in the box. God bless the Republic of the United States of America, and God bless you, patriots. Without you folks, there is no America or world. See you in the morning. Coffee with Chaz. Go to join.patriotshoot.com. That's where we start off. See ya.